Hey y'all, this is Ishnai Ciarfox. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, we're doing this on another different day. You're still gonna do the rest on Sunday. I just I like doing this game tonight. That being said, what's the 12 minutes? All right, let's do the tribe quests. Ba-bum-ba-ba-ba. Never mind, let's just do. We're looking for a trial. No, I really don't want to join as a healer. I don't know the fight. While we're doing that, we're gonna run over. We still haven't finished the summoner quests after all this time. Anyways, warrior. So we're gonna. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum. Whoa, whoa. It's back on your menu, boys. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, whoopee whoop, woof, woof, woof. Picking up goals work, running back. I'm right now waiting for the trial that I need for the next part of the MSQ. But after that, do you want to do Copied Factory with me? Do you have work tomorrow? Yes, I missed you a lot. Where were you? How dare you leave me? I don't know if you left me. Hi! I'm paying attention to a lot of things. Yes, yes, yes. No, I'm not. I am trying to wake up. You're doing great as well. Well, that's weird. I know, right? Look, when you do too much socializing after a while, my mind starts to go, over my dad's for Christmas, and my stepbrother and his fiance were there. So we returned. Oh, and their puppy, named Moose. I mean, I'm here to be social now, but last night was kind of, after I got back, I had to go, into a dark room for a while. Because I was overstimulated. Yap, yap, crown. Yap, yap, yap. So your bedroom, yes. Overstimulation's fun! Except when it's not. Which is all the time. Darkest of voxels. Well, I do have a thing that covers the window that doesn't let light in. It is more than a curtain, it's actually stuck to the window. So tonight's gonna be me forgetting how words work. Got it, Kay. That's probably the other reason why I decided not to do either Octopath or Story of Seasons, is I don't have to hopefully read as much, and some of it will be more voiced, hopefully. That's a nice hunk of bird. This is just, we're doing dailies right now while we wait. Oh. You need more stuff for the armor stuff? Fucking, oh, okay, fun, okay. Well, hopefully, this wrap mixture will go a long way. Crazy amounts of reading. Yay! Because I have enough whatchamacallits to get a few more. Should you need them. Oh, do the accessories look the same for all of them? Here we go. Guess I'm going swimming in these. I mean, I guess I can use the accessories for being better gear. But to be fair, I still like being a floor healer. It's amazing. It's comfy. It's reassuring when the rest of the world keeps spinning. I still haven't done the second of the Alliance quests. And, of course, all the... But I'm hopefully not going to do that as a healer. Because I pity the healers dealing with me on that. Gun. I also need to do... Because they finished up with the trial stuff, right? Vacation time? Nice! Is it a week off vacation? Is it paid vacation? Well, it's America. Of course, it's not paid vacation. What I was thinking. Oh, really? Fancy. Oh, right. Fancy, fancy. Nine days. Ooh. Have any plans yet? I mean, it is 3 weeks away, but I mean... I use it before January ends. Ah. Well, of course, because, bet Valentine's Day is a pretty penny. I mean... At least you're your own boss, kinda. I love that I'm sitting over here, telling these people to pay off, and all of them are fucking taller, and I know I could kick their asses, but it's still amusing. Hey. Da do 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 do. It's kind of annoying when it's not... The location isn't literally within where the teleport is. Like, why can't you build another teleport where I have to not fly back to it? Because I'm a lazy motherfucker. ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Now switching over to Gunbreaker. Goodness, it used to say less than 5 minutes, but now we're like at 12 minutes. Goodness, goodness. Game lying to me. Bad game. I really don't know what to do with all the fairy exchange stuff I have. Full fancy exchange. I bought some stuff. I like had it up to 400 nearly. And then I bought some of this just to sell. Because these are market prohibited. And the thing is, the pricing of them is low enough that it's just better to actually just sell to a regular merchant. Late! You know, I was hoping since I started earlier in the night, especially since it's a Friday, that I could more quickly get into Oh, also, how much are we gonna start betting that we're gonna have some DCs? Speaking on. Are we gonna still keep up the 3? So, I mean, 3 is currently the, I think, the, current placeholder. Or was it 4 once? I have angered the wolf. Look, it hurts me just as much as it hurts you. At this point, I'm joking just because the pain feels less. Or I can ignore the pain better. Either laugh or cry about it. And I'm just gonna go with laughing right now. During Praetorium. Fun! I didn't want another one of you. Yeah, Was that the raid that you lost your tank eventually for and had to do it tankless? Or that was a different one? It would still be faster. Spelled out never. You have to say beaver. Da, 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 da. You might run around doing other smaller quests that I keep on putting off because I said that we were gonna do like a bunch of yellow quests, I mean gold quests, but we might go around and do quests we need to do to get flying in the regions that I still haven't done because of course I haven't done them in Dawn Trail. I think I only have one area that I've done. Yeah, don't you want to see me struggle though? And bitch? Be the struggle bus? But the thing is, I want to see myself struggle. I want to see myself bitch and moan. Alright. I think we'll run around as well. Moaning giggity giggity. Great and mighty Ishnai! I have heard of tell of your victory over Valgormal. You protected our lands, and that for that, expresses my deepest gratitude. I wish only that I had seen the battle with my own eyes. As a warrior of the giant, I cannot fathom how one of your diminutive stature laid low a fearsome Skyrune. Thus, I do ask of you to demonstrate your martial prowess. Thanks. Oh, I thank you for this honor. Of late, hulking monsters have been sighted south of the Shades of Grief, endangering all who travel the road. I bid you snuff out this threat, that I might see for myself how you subdue foes. I shall go there now. Join me when you are prepared. Snuff. Snuff it out. Hey, return to the waking sands. Yes. So, I'm glad to see you did not lose your way. As for this one, it made a mistake of picking a fight with me. There is another, but unlike his comrade, has a good sense to flee. Not far, however, it stalks us from the shadow. Yeah, thirsting for blood. These beasts are formidable indeed, possess strength equal to their keen senses. I would have you hunt down the one that remains. Well, it's a track to the southwest. Doubtless it will reveal itself to what it will see as a lesser, smaller and lesser challenging foe. Hurry. I think this is the only area that I can continue using my warrior. Because I think all the other areas are higher level. But I'd prefer... Look at that! Ready to see me scream? No comment. Hot, still. Consider...
I am Zelenia Triantaphili, Royal Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
Hot, wood.
Upon my blade I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I think I had this a bit too loud.
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
You.
I'm good. Blur's wonderful. Thanks for asking.
Fall!
That her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar! Fall!
Have care. Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight!
You know, I had long arm whatever on, so you shouldn't have been able to push me back. So Fuck you!
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Also hot. Oh god, she has a rose. Hot! I mean, I don't have a thing for roses.
No more games.
Quickly! Away from the sigils! The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
You've no time even to fear my wrath.
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you!
Says I was supposed to keep moving.
Taste my steel! There is no escape! Surge!
She's throwing her balls at me. Kinky! Well, at us, but I still feel like it's at me.
Have at you!
I am a part of the us.
Fall!
I know this is merely a reconstruction, and yet...
I have pledged my life to the kingdom.
Feels dickish.
Have at you!
Get hit by that.
My resolve shall never waver. I am sworn to protect my queen! I will die before I yield! Have at you!
That's right. Zelenia was always there to protect me.
Fall! Taste my steel! Rage and royal!
Wait.
Have at you!
Survived one and messed up the other one. Yay! Ba 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 ya ya.
Surge!
I don't know what I am doing. Fa la 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 la.
Have at you!
Yay! I is the floor dancer.
A disgraceful
Yay!
display. Forgive me, my queen.
I was gonna say, it's
I
very
have
different from a pole
failed
dancer
you.
in that I don't move.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission. Hold it!
Angry queen.
If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
Damn, call her out.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort.
Okay, at least you're honest
But
with that.
since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key. Why do you so oppose our objective?
Because it's fucking wrong!
With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless.
Because it's fucking wrong!
We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
I see the end result from the Omnicrons. No! You're aware of the connection between the worlds.
Oh, don't tell me you thought you were the only ones who knew. That is the height of hubris.
That's not what I meant when I said that.
Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course.
I think you've run your course as being alive, but I can't do anything about that yet.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial. For the seeds we've sown have already quickened.
God, these are Asians.
The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
How respectful and honorable of you. Linnea is kind, but she could be stern. A pillar of strength when I ascended the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, but she also buoyed my spirit whenever threatened to buckle under the pressures of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, you've done more for me than you could ever know. Thank you, Ishnai. Ba 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 ba.
Selenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
It's fine. I get teleported all the time to unwillingly to places.
Worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the Source and the Shards, and to refer to theirs as the Ninth, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe.
Relatively. I was on the floor a bit. And not in the kinky way.
Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
Is there a page that tries to eat you alive? I mean, a book that tries to eat you alive?
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
Nerds! Yes. Why are you asking?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
Where the, you know, crown is. It's a trap.
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Fiend's. What's it doing here?
It was a gift because
It's a
everyone
type of
should be a
regulator, I believe.
pretty princess.
It contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
Yeah, that won't, you know, lead into any viruses being let into here or anything.
This contains the memories of another me. The tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Farewell, Selenia.
Do. Alex seems to consider the reflections naught but fields to be harvested for his endless. It make a habit of dismissing the assertions of others out of hand, but it cannot abide to such callous disregard for life. The interference made it impossible to locate you, prevented link pearl transmissions besides. Apologies, but we couldn't be there for the critical moment, but as usual, you found a way to handle matters. You know, that's just the way it is with me, yeah. Based on geographic data I gathered, there seems to be an intersection containing the castle served as a residential area during the early stages of the Everkeep's construction. The outer section was then added when they expanded the structure to its present-day shape. I expect the system to dry the earth was installed so that they could build a stable foundation on the submerged land. Glad everyone's safe. I mean, yeah, same. The Endless Fiend was just a projected image outside living memory, so it was a bit of a surprise to see an actual item that belonged to her. On the way back, I asked Shale why the tiara might have been on in the throne room. She believes it was used to record Sven's actions. There's no way to tell whether or not it was with her knowledge. But it can't be used for questionable ends anymore, so we can at least take comfort in that. The simulant gave the impression that she wouldn't be back, but I suppose only time will tell. At present, we have no further leads on Calyx. For now, perhaps you could take a moment to contact our friends. It would be good to catch each other up on recent developments, and I'm certain everyone will appreciate hearing from you. Most of the tomes we found were dilapidated from age, but there are some, thankfully, still legible. Irks me to think we were being led on by Calyx, but I'll do my best to find clues of his passage. Y'shtola, Alphino, Alizé, and Erenville should all be somewhere within the dome. Pray do the honors in any order you'd like. I shall take the opportunity to review the books from the castle, one grimoire in particular. Come to think of it, I have no idea what Erenville's up to. Well, let's see him first. I'll take a look at the preservation terminal. Hopefully there'd be something useful. Or... tells me destination. So are they all going to appear at once? Erenville. Do I get to hear them or read them? Ishnai, this is a surprise. Has Wokklamont gotten into trouble again? Well, more me. I see. Knowing you, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. You know? I'm on the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping people with their work and talking to those I met to gauge their sentiment. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there's one notable development. Following the recent events, some here have stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death, and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll let you know if there's any other changes. Hey, Star! I'll leave my beloved Isadora till the end. Oh, no. Ah, excellent timing, my friend. I had in mind to call you myself to see how you were faring. I wasn't doing anything stupid, everything stupid, all the things stupid. Calcs. While something was obviously afoot, I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, her absence may have consequences. The people of Alexandria still have great trust in Sphene, explaining the way they speak of her even now, and how the simulant was able to win them over. When they noticed she had ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me, it's been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? That is fucking nothing new! We can handle ourselves for now, so pray rest up while you can and recover your strength. Yes, hello, Ishnai? For you to call out of the blue, is something wrong? Damn, can I not say hi to my younger sister, kind of? What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? I think she yelled. That's the reason why my expression is the way it is. But I suppose I've been fairly busy myself. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for lemon sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milos shortly to see how he is responding to his treatment. You've met him before with Lamati, I believe. You two should attend as well if you have time. My love, Yushtola! If it isn't Ishnai, is something the matter? Well, you know me. So preservation has been behind the recent intrigue. Yeah, everybody does. Doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear that you're none the worse for your trials, though. Do you want my key? As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Gaussen. I told him about the cure for lemon sickness, and we formed a tentative plan to treat all who's been stricken. I'm now otherwise unoccupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. And if this Calx is obsessed with the key, I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. You can find me wherever you want, sweetie. I thought I heard Alice yelling. I hope everything's alright. I see you're able to reach everyone. That is well. It hurts me to think we're being led on that house. Just find clues of his passage is the same thing. Let's see. Being able to contact people so far away so easily can do wonders for your peace of mind. Pearl links are really convenient things. Yep. What did the others have to say, if I may ask? Well, one was yelling at me. They finished treating Milos? Do we have to go visit him? Would you mind if I accompany you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition I was, and I cannot help but worry for him. Of course, we don't mind at all. In the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share Alphino's concern about the Queen's absence, and even setting that aside, the situation is like not to resolve itself while the Endless remains an option. I have been meaning to visit some shops, so I shall join Krile. While everyone's out and about, I'll try and pick up Calx's trail. I'll see if I can dig up information about the key for Y'shtola as well. I'll help you! Seems we all have things to do. Still no telling what Calx might have plans, so please be careful, everyone. Right, let's go to Milo's apartment. It's in residential radius 9-14, if I remember correctly. Thought that you could remember that. I wouldn't. You could always just, you know, call up Alizé to make sure. Namati told me all about Milo. She said he was around my age, but couldn't leave his bed. I'd like to go meet him next time. Maybe we can be friends. That's cute. Calx is more clever than anyone has any right to be, but I'll sniff out snuff out. Leave it to me. I mean, I've dealt with a lot of people who are smarter than they should be. Hey, Wolfie, woof, 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 woof. Want to come over and at least start the registration for Cobbeat Factory for no reason? Do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Waiting, spinning. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Yay! You in your character you want to be? Friendship! I have those! Kinda! Are we friends, Wolfie? Okay. Not to call you on the spot or anything. Friends, what are those? I don't know. That's why I was asking. Wolfie approacheth. Yo, like the outfit. I know, right? Oh, is that a Moogle on the front? That's adorable. Moogle and Chocobo chick. There are 3 styles. Cool. Of course, a little tighter. I always also play nurse to a, you know, young boy, totally not have problems, you know, in this outfit. Get them from the golden saucer. Nice. They added some new stuff to the golden saucer recently, didn't they, in the new patch? I understand my endless self visited Milos often. I'll keep quiet as not to draw suspicion. There you are. Next time something is in the offing, you better remember to call me. Isadora, it's good to see you again, and a delight to know that you and Alice are friends. She's been very kind to us. My little sister is awesome. Look, Milos is sitting up. I'd seen the treatment before, but I knew it worked, but it's so amazing. Alice and Yostola are miracle workers. Yes. Hello again. You came before with Queen Sphene. I'm glad you came again. I believe he's fine now, but just for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alize, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life.
No.
And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother and not something else.
It's so sweet. Aw. Good job, Angelo.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alice.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time.
That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning. Does that include regulators?
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihiola.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy. That I like it when she strokes my hair.
There was a boy, I remember a story a while ago that literally felt comatose to some degree. Like he locked into his body kind of thing. Where he couldn't move his body, but his mind was still working and stuff. And he spent like 12 years in that. That's a scary thought.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen's Fiend always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
God damn it. Don't be anything after this.
It's good to see me.
The endless me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't.
Good that we ended up back in this room when we walked out. Anyways, let's go! I'm always going to ask whether they're okay with me marking myself. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to seem arrogant, that's the thing. Too late, yeah. Ton of pallet. We are being. Da 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 yeah, da da. Love the music in this raid! Ah! Like, Christmas Eve, I ran this like 6 times. I wish I was joking, but it was just one of those things. Or was it the night before Christmas Eve? Like, no, it was the Monday. Ah, da da da. Apparently there's no way to track outside of, you know, already having a mod that tracks it of how many times you've done this raid, which is kind of sad. Kinda. But then it also will probably make me fucking panic how many times I've done this raid. Volunteers detected, y'all! roller skate's about to happen. Nope. Now. We did it, y'all! We did it. We did it, y'all! Da 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 da. Keep hitting buttons, woohoo! make a move. He's being dickish. Woohoo! But it is a twink. It's a twink. Twinks for the memories. Da, 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 da. Side you're choosing. Get up, get up, get up! Get over, get over, get over! You're going center, by the way, up. That's where this is going to appear. This is my favorite raid. This is my favorite raid. We're doing this even though I have no need to do this. I'm doing this. Self-care stream. Yes. This is the point where I pretend that I am good at something. Pretend. Key. Da 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 da. Undocking soon. Yep, decoupling. Ba. Mm, Oh, I messed up there. Flank, 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 out of the flank. And before he does the undocking. No, we're not gonna be able to. Yeah, okay. Gonna do one more. Did it! Alright, I'm back to being good and doing this. Back to being a good girl. Did I change out any of my other level 100 character stuff? Yeah. Like a liar. I know, right? Back to Reaper outfit. Milo is sitting up. I've seen the treatment before, but it's so amazing. Okay. It'll be fine, but go to measure healing spell. Okay. I get to restart it. I can never miss anything at all.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life.
I mean, relatively normal.
And I want to be there with him, every step of the way. To grow old with him, as his mother, and not something else.
Angelo, good job!
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning. Does that include
tomorrow
regulators?
After Elden Ring, I think the plan will be that we, Genshin has an event currently going on. So.
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihiola.
A mountain event.
It's very assuring to hear that.
I don't know, I haven't looked
If you
up
don't
about
mind,
it.
could you tell me about the process?
So the joke is, people from Fontaine are, I mean, at least any of the characters from Fontaine aren't showing up because it's too fucking cold. Which is hilarious.
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me.
I just realized what pissed me off about her leggings. The green part down there is the pockets, because the pockets are so long. I know that's a fashion to some degree, and don't get me wrong, I like big pockets. But it bothers me that that's there.
Now we can talk lots.
I'm talking about right here.
I can tell her that I'm happy. That I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen's Fiend always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
One second.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
He knows.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
That's good. Because she realizes it'll be her own path, not anyone else's. I wish the Endless Fiend could have been here to see Milos. I mean, in a way, she was. Because she had the crown with it. As I treated Milos with Angelo, I couldn't help but think of Gabu and Haldrick. Wonder how they've been doing. Milos is a kind, brave boy. It did me well to see him. One day I hope I can speak with him about my other self. Come, let us return to the back room. And on the way, let us pick up treats for our friends. A little gift to show our appreciation for their hard work.
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
I'm really annoyed nobody is bringing up Omnicrons as a counterpoint to him.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen's Fiend said there were only so many.
And there shall be murder!
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts.
Oh, really?
Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
Therapy.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria?
Oh, all rainbow, sunshine, and, happiness and sparkles, and according to the lucky ones.
The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
At least we're not casually strolling in.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
What do you mean, oh, you're safe? I've faced off against worse.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
Be a good girl.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do
good,
that.
Never.
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
Speaking of...
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident, for no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait.
Go fucking insane.
Is that... Oh gods.
There is no gods.
More
I've murdered
hostile
them all.
sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Split up, gang.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts, too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geode join you from Earth and Sky.
I can't have my bunny boy happen anything to him, yo. Nobody's allowed to hurt my hair.
Too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
In danger.
Let's go.
Geo, can you hear me? Something's happening. Geode. Dum. Might have more fun as this. Amen. Don't see Erenville. Pray he hasn't come to harm. People here took care of me, giving me food and making sure I was alright. I can't bear to imagine the soldiers hurting them. So this is how it is outside. These clouds. Never mind. Finding Erenville is what matters now. Things have settled down here, but I still see no sign of Erenville. Let's split up and look for him. Gulaj, Sveen, please search the settlement area. Meanwhile, the rest of us can defend ourselves. We'll head further out. If I have to heal him, I might go as a healer. Gonna have to run there, because I don't fly in this area. Bounce. I guess I have to go this way. And lightning, very, very lightning. ba 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 ba. Oh, thank you. That was a close call, my thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of this poor fellow being pursued. When I went to help, it was rather out of my depths. You're lucky you found us when you did. Erinville, I'm so glad you're safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered some soldiers on the way here. Hey. Ooh. Most paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. No way to tell until they set upon you. The ones that attacked also without any warning. If I hadn't been paying attention, it could have been ended badly. Hopefully the others were able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock. Teleporting. Did not expect to see you again so soon. Allow me to thank you again for your earlier help. We responded to Shale's call as quickly as we could. Others are out keeping an eye on soldiers nearby. Thank you, Ishnai, for protecting everyone. But you shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have had to. None of this would have happened if I could control the soldiers. It's not your fault you can't control them anymore. No one thought that Gulu Shah might be behind the attacks. They know he would never make the soldiers do them harm. Even so, he feels responsible for the machine's actions. 'Tis a misplaced burden, and I pray it doesn't drives him not into despair. The situation appears to have been resolved, but I doubt we've seen the last of such incidents. Didn't expect to see Malachite out here, given his own trauma. I wonder if he's alright.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
Have they been messing with the regulators?
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
So official, dude.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
Make people more afraid.
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings?
Chaos!
Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right?
Glad to hear, my babe.
I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
There's enemies among us.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on Trueview threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Yay!
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-regulators.
Fun.
It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
Were they streaming on Kick?
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere.
I wonder if they're trying to force my hand into giving over the key, and why don't I show it to, Y'shtola so she can look at it
From here,
right now.
I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
I'm the company?
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Let's split up, gang! Search for clues! Hey, as a healer, are you gonna let me heal? Are you gonna let me heal?
Sphene's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
I wonder if they're trying to use them to power up The system.
Bloody things have gone mad.
At least for the current boost.
Why is this happening?
My Isadora kicking
Surely
ass.
there's a finite number of these things.
Also, where's Thancred and Orianche? They could be helping.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution.
This is just like before, when Zerelja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Everyone here looking badass as fuck.
No, you don't! Are you all...
They're fine.
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless, then you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
I hit him with a staff.
Are you all right?
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
I mean, yes. Thank the 12s, you're all unharmed. I mean, physically, mentally, Tis a small solace amidst this tragedy, however. The machine rampage seemed to be only temporary. Soldiers and vehicle alike ceased to operate all at once, as if they fulfilled their purpose. It's the same outside Everkeep, though the members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. The first attacks came shortly after the announcement that Neo-Regulators had run out. It can't have been coincidence. I struggle to imagine that anyone but Calx could gain control of the soldiers. This must have been served his ends in some way. Huluja, are you still without your authority? It's fine now. I'm in control again. You might take the opportunity to shut down the machines. There's no guarantee this won't happen again. Thambati just talked with the Everkeep's administrators about that. They said it wasn't so simple. Mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards, they also perform various vital tasks, like providing medical treatment and managing food production. If we shut them down, they'll struggle to render aid to the citizens, let alone restoring their lives to normal. I made it so they can't be used as weapons anymore, though. Hopefully it makes it a little safer. Seems the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Guluja. Powerlessness. Can abide it no longer. No matter how much hardship and loss, we could endure it if there was but happiness at the end. Yet all I see now is suffering and misery. I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I would do anything and everything. So please, lend me your aid. I mean, you don't have to ask. Oh, Sveen. You found the words I wished you'd said back then. Our strength is yours, Sveen. Together we'll get through this. Let's split up and get to work, gang. Might have trouble with a report to Shale, my friend? Yeah, I'm a good messenger girl. For real, for real. Good that you teleported me there instead of having to walk back. Malachite and his fellows are tending to the deceased. His trauma must make work difficult, but he's determined to do what he can. It pains me that the people were made to suffer even more after so much hardship and tragedy. But you and yours saved many lives. I cannot thank you enough. That saved everybody's life that's alive. Couriers and cleaners are clearing away the wrecks of the vehicles and soldiers. It's the first step to getting things back to normal. It's been a trying day, but it seems the worst is behind us. What's the situation out there now? You've moved quickly to restore things to normal. Thank you. And while disarming the soldiers is indeed prudent, it's far from comprehensive measure when the vehicles can be commandeered to inflict damage and sow chaos. For the time being, I'll set our people to keep a close watch on the machines. I also have a mind to consult the authorities about enlisting hunters to our aid. I must regain my proficiency in magic. To that end, I shall seek advice from Y'shtola and Alizé. Among the books we recovered the castle was a grimoire I once used. I hope to learn to wield it again, at everyone's side. As for the key, I believe it best it remains in your care, though it means you will bear the greatest risk. I mean, nothing fucking new. In order to ease your burden, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Xena proud. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed.
I mean, foxes do make noises, yes.
Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer.
By the way, this probably
The time is come to pose a new question.
Probably will not be a long stream because I am still bordering on overstim. Raha and Alphino patrolled the city while Yushtola and Alzay continued to treat the Levin sickness and those injured in the attack. I couldn't fight them, and I couldn't even get back my authority when it was stolen, so what good am I? I need to find a way to be more useful. That was the perfect time for a jump in weather. No. Stream was on or not. I didn't mean right now, Streamlabs. I was gonna do a bit more. It's hilarious. I was gonna at least go for another hour. Dedicated my first to the healing magic so I may treat the people's wounds. It will be a time-consuming process to reacquire my abilities, but a necessary one that I dare not rush, even though there's no telling when Calyx will make his next move. Belson is helping us coordinate efforts with the administration here in Alexandria. We have to work hand in hand to ensure that people can get back to their normal lives. I worry about Guluja, though. I know he's still frustrated he couldn't do anything to stop the machines. If only there's a way to take his mind off things. We set up patrols outside so we came back here to see how things are. Unfortunately, though we stopped the rampage hover cargoes, we now have to deal with delays in electrope transports and slowdowns in productions. Complications will likely continue for some time. Shale wishes for a moment of your time. She could have more than just a moment. Have a moment, Ishnai. Geode wants to take stock of current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you to lend your perspective to the conversation. You shouldn't listen to me at all. The answer is don't listen to me. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats that Alexandria is facing right now. Not at all. Much has happened since the Sate funeral, and its clearer idea of things stand would be beneficial to us all. First things first then, let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. A single sector reports instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation, and vehicles suddenly become unresponsive to controls. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Right, no additional reports have been logged, as far as I know. That's the good news. The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, but they wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons, but if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. The king's resolve authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man who can override it with such impunity? I wonder! I think we already know. But okay. We can keep pretending. Calyx. He lived in the age of the storm surge as I did. Lest you forget, he's known for his advancements in electrope technology, and it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which affected him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, that he might continue his efforts to the present day. Preservation's early goals seem noble enough. Exploring treatments for Levin sickness, designing Everkeep's core system, and that sort of thing. Why harm the people he obstinately tried to help? I do not pretend to understand Calyx's motivations, only it appears incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated, And that evolution now requires us to forsake our bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. You've already seen how he employs the simulant to convince the Alexandrians that the endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Eternal life is assured for 5,000 who registered their neo-regulators. But this is merely one part of Calc's greater plan. He wants the key to the interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he'll likely draw aether from reflections and expand his efforts to create the endless 1,000-fold. If we mean to foil Calix's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down. I wonder where he could be. Which, unfortunately, is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of Everkeep, but I failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time, though. I'm sure I can sniff him out. I'll help you! Well, Goluja and Shale are working on that. I think I'm going to take a look around town. I want to make sure there's no new problems have cropped up, as well as a search for any for that might oh my goodness, yawn. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time. I'll be glad to have some brawlers at my back. I'm here. I can't do anything smartly, but I can kill things. Count me in. Raha and the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep, so we shall stick to the streets of Solution 9. Sounds like a plan. Thanks to you two. I appreciate the company. I have to speak with the city's administrators about bringing the Lance Guard, Wonder Soldiers around to protect those moving to Tuliola. Alphino and Alize will be joining me for the meeting, so the three of us can cover that sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join Ishnai's group if you'll have me. I'll switch out of my healer role then. More mouths to ask questions, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers. Thank you. I'll do my best not to be a burden. I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid. You change your tune once we get back with the goods on Calix. Then your drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue this outside. I have a strange and unusual perspective that the reason why Geode is with us now is because somebody's gonna fucking die. Good luck with your patrol and take your time. We can do it without Geodude until you're back with the old sword. Oh, sorry. I think I've internalized better manners. Talking with Geode brings back all the bad habits. I wish I could grow up faster. There'll be so much I can do when I'm bigger like you. That's my answer. Change out my Machinist's outfit too. I'll do my utmost to ensure the happiness of Alexandria and its people. The city looks as though it's regained a sense of normalcy. Alas, the people will soon not forget recent events. Sorry, I was off on my own little world. Shall we get started? Are you alright, Geodude? I'm well enough given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remained shielded from the horrors of death. So they were for the longest time. Then, the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless an alternative a serious consideration. Indeed, and I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way that Calx wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. I am absolutely happy about the glamour update. I love it so much. No one, not Calx or anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back in the hands of its citizens. Are you thinking we... And you think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? This is what I've seen that has convinced me you can. I woke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner, though surprised and bewildered. I was overjoyed to see it, so you all deserve to be happy. Well then. We best not let you down. Now, I suggest we move as a group. I don't know if or what a battle might find us. I believe someone came prepared for such an eventuality. Is that more you retrieved from the old castle? Yes! Slow as you are eating? Nom 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 nom. Yes, my parents gifted it to me as I was a child. They're adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts, so I laid claim to the smallest measure of skill. Some small measure of skill. If that's the case, it'd be better if we split up into 2 groups after all. Would be certain more efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. 2 of you can take the west side of the recreation zone then. One of the things I mentioned is I might not be streaming for much longer. Maybe, well, it's, I guess 30 minutes now. Give or take, maybe 45. Because I still am slightly overstimulated. Very well, we shall enter patrol of the plaza. Just past True View and await you there. If you need to spend time with Geodude, that's totally not going to have something bad happen to him. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what and chat to the people we meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Then don't pay attention to me. Hopefully they'll earn us a tidbit or 2 that we didn't know before. Also, my voice is hurting. Still not over the Undertale shit. Are the sentries and air wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's gonna happen again, and maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident. I need a neo-regulator. Becoming an endless is the only way. Even Queen Sphene said so. Ah, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day, but once we were past the busy season, when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, you'd have to scrape me off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got was when it should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. It's also the day I first met Shale, although I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. Oh, no. You want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. So, you know, a good friend of mine died when the machines went crazy. His air wheeler dropped right out of the sky and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday. I thought I understood what that meant until it happened. What has been such a fine moon, you ask? I just registered my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first. Now I've gone through with the registration. I've never felt one of these. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers with the 5,000 slots available. Over 3,800 have already been filed. So if you're still hesitant, there's not much time to make up your mind. Mark my words, friend. There's only a few slots left. It's gonna be very ugly. Ishnai, a word? I feel that there's a new factor in the stories we've heard. One that we didn't consider during our discussion with everyone in the back rooms. The fights are likely to break out with neo-regulators. The fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worried to the report. Sure, it wasn't anything else. Victim of the violence wasn't wearing a regulator. Yes, that's it. A vast majority of residents have always worn regulators, so it's a detail we normally think about. With the supply of holes cut off, though, more and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around the street over the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time, but maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can confirm if there's a pattern or not. Yeah, if I have to continue reading, I might actually end the stream even earlier, because my voice is not handling this very well. Vocal rest, yay! Ooh, sorry! My body is old, decrepit, doesn't heal as quick. It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. The little ones who jumped for joy when I brought them packages, the old lady who always greeted me with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to them. So let's finish this quest, and then I will need to end stream because my voice is everywhere. Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I be of service. Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? You must have some estimates on hand? Recalibrating parameters. Injured, 87 individuals. Casualties, 19 individuals. Casualties equipped with, regulators, 0. You wish to know if the people who died in the machine rampage were wearing regulators? I'm sorry, but I'm assigned to clearing away debris. I don't see any of the deceased. No bodies were present at the time I arrived, so I assume the ushers have already done their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered about that were quite a chore to clean up, but nothing else worthy of mention. Ishnai, I think it's time we joined Kyle and Sveen. I was half joking with my boast to Shale, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep perusing this avenue of inquiry. Didn't Kyle say to meet them in the plaza just outside Trueview? Let's get going. We finished our patrol as well. It did not seem people wanted neo-regulators. More people wanted than before. Words. So essentially you're saying the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators? Well, the numbers are still tentative, only applied to that one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say anyone who'd removed their regulator was a priority target. Now that they mention it, the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. why? Why are they targeting them over everyone else? So that they realize the cost of it. Based solely on the lack of Neo-regulator, we cannot judge if the person has no desire to become an endless, or they simply failed to acquire one of the limited devices. But those who wear no regulator at all, they've clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put it another way, they have chosen their lives in the knowledge that death is inevitable. But inevitability. The chances that such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. So Calx is choosing those least likely to accept his visions as victims to stroke fear and panic. But there was no need to kill anyone. The way things were, people were already fearful enough. You could have had 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness. You make a good point. Perhaps sowing of terror is in service of another scheme, or he has some other need for the lives he's taken. Dust. What if the dust found at various sites? Right, the sanitation worker's story. She saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of white dust. No bodies. Now where have I heard that before? You recall when we went to save Aaronville from the sentries on the outskirts. Sure Malachite told us the same thing. When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but no one knew what had become of it. Both stories speak of missing remains as suspicious enough, but the shared stories mention of this dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we shall confirm that if this substance was present at other sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also the intent behind Calx's murderous actions. Ishnai, we may need your help. I've lost control of the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. Living members are on there now, but are you close enough to join them? Am I? No. The answer's no. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm sorry, y'all. Damn, our new investigation will have to wait. Let's go. As though people are listening in and knowing when to get our distraction up. Or I'm here and I can't stop it. Cool. Punchy. Oh, that's not creepy.
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Help him! Help him! Help him! Help him!
Leave him alone!
Fainted.
Are you all right?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me.
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Wouldn't you think I would do better at this? You know, sweeping the area?
know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Oh, shame!
Go to them, quickly! Wyaquay!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother! Mother, please!
She's fine.
Isadora!
Heal her.
Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
I know, right? This is your canon event.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Thank you, miss.
Yeah, too bad I'm not, you know, healer. I know I'm not in the healer form, but nobody seems to remember I'm not.
Will she sleep like that forever?
Yes, kid, you have to deal with it.
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
I could go a little longer, but my voice doesn't need to be good. Should recover and do. Of course. I'm glad we arrived when we did. You're a good girl. Nah. When I was sick, couldn't move, my mother was always by my side, always keeping me company. I'm gonna do the same for her. Forgive me, I was reckless. I shouldn't have to waste time tending to my wounds as well. Do you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I hear the sounds of fighting. I'm sorry, he must have fallen protecting the rest of the residents. Alright, I'm walking away. I'm being a good girl. Oh, you cute child. Alright, y'all. This was a short stream. Yes, indeed. Voice. Ow. See if there's anybody to raid. Yoink. We're gonna go, awesome. Go Phasmo.